Yeah.
This is Ace Attorney, baby.
So, this is the
Ace
first
Attorney!
playthrough
Everyone
of
knows about
Ace
this game.
Attorney, which I have never played. I know nothing about it.
I actually
So-
love
Oh,
looking
that's
at
fun.
stuff from the Ace Attorney fandom because it,
Yeah.
like, it can either be from like 10 days ago or 10 years ago.
Do I want to play this
I
game?
just know that Ace Attorney.
Don't play Ace Attorney, trash game.
So we're doing episode 1, the first turnabout.
He loves that pose. He's just stunting. He's just like...
He's just stunning.
He looks like Discount Milo.
For a second, I was pissed.
Oh my god. That's not good.
I'm gonna see that thing a lot.
I died?
You're not.
Damn it! Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I gotta find to put this on someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it.
First motherfucker he saw.
Tell who the bad guy is, guys.
9:47 a.m. This is called Defendant Lobby
you
number
did.
2.
Okay.
I know who the bad guy is, guys.
Why am I nervous?
Right!
Here, Chief.
Ooh, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot
I
about
don't
you
even think that's
and your
allowed.
client as well.
Thanks? Actually, it's because I owe him a favor.
A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case?
Yes. Actually, I kinda owe my current job to him. It's one of the reasons I became an attorney. It's really dumb. It gets explained later.
Well, that's news to me.
Want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much.
It's over! My life, everything, it's all over!
Can only hope.
Is that your client screaming over there?
Yeah, it's him.
Death! Despair! Oh! I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die!
It sounds like he wants to die.
Oh. Yeah. Asterisk, sigh, asterisk.
Hey! Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
This thing is lagging for me. Like, it's really
Yeah,
lagging.
it's like fun, you know. Hey there,
Wait,
Larry.
Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell him I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die.
I actually crave it.
East as fuck. What's wrong, Larry?
Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Oh, who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this?
Who did this, love crack?
Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me who took my baby away.
Who's responsible for your girlfriend's death? Probably me.
That is motorcycle.
The newspapers say it was you, so like... My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. And I'm here. first case is a fairly simple one.
I wouldn't call a murder trial simple.
That's kind of fucked up. A young woman was killed in her apartment. Guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butz. My best friend since grade school. Go to the saying, when something smells, it's usually the Butz. Like his name, because it's clever.
Damn, bro, you got the whole squad
The
laughing.
23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself into trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck.
You got one on his character sheet.
He wrote
That's
that one
great
for time, bro. I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart.
What is that exclamation point? Oh, never mind.
And I owe him one. Just why I took the case, to clear his name. Even if he did murder her, I'll still do it.
I think this is a conflict of interest if you know the person you're...
I swear you're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to defend people you know.
No.
That's just what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna breach conflict of interest law.
I'm gonna break the law.
I know for the first and second case are very bad with that kind of thing.
August 3rd.
Phoenix Wright, criminal.
District Court. Courtroom
Payne
number
theory
2.
said it.
Phoenix Wright. Payne theory said that Phoenix was a criminal.
Wrong, more like.
The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butz.
Prosecution is ready. Your Honor.
Perfect.
Defense is ready, Your Honor.
Ahem. Mr. Wright? This is your first trial, is it not?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous. You can tell by
This
the
is
expression.
incredibly unprofessional.
Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Damn, it's all that?
Is that serious, Mom?
Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness.
But do we though? Yes, Your Honor.
This is the tutorial, we gotta.
Go. And shaking. And
It's like we
shaking.
need this for EXO right now.
He just dies in the courtroom.
I said it. Vomit on his sweater already.
First case dies of a fucking heart attack.
That's me,
The
though.
test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely.
Favorite color.
Please state the name of the defendant in this case.
It's easy, it's me, Phoenix Wright.
I'm defending myself.
Wait, what was I not meant to do that?
The defendant is me.
Why did you quit it?
I'm getting too much credit and
Oh my god!
So if you could...
Why is Mia here?
Right, have you completely lost your mind? Focus! The defendant is the person on trial!
Oh
You're his lawyer!
EXO, why'd you take it?
Oh yeah, right. It's definitely my fault. Fuck you.
This is no
my
longer
God.
matter. You did pass the bar, didn't you? No,
that I
I
said
didn't!
that.
I did not!
I did not.
Sorry, I couldn't hear your answer. I'll ask once more.
I decided to ignore your dumbassery.
You
Please
you
state
get
the
one
name of the
shot.
defendant in this case,
You
dumbass.
Faye. Oh, the defendant? Oh, well, I know it now. That's Larry Butz, Your Honor.
You're still a dumbass.
God, thank God I clicked on the wrong answer while you weren't listening.
Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine.
Oh, wrong fuck.
Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name?
You know this one. Glad I read the... Fuck. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times.
Oh, I didn't.
Did you?
Wait. Uh-oh.
So crap.
Guess I'm gonna have that face, everyone.
He's so crack-headed. No way. I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here.
Uh-oh, stinky.
Let's use process of elimination.
Are you absolutely sure you're up for this? You don't even know the victim's name.
Yeah, in fact, a twist.
Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. It's Phoenix Wright.
I swear to God, if you pick that again.
I just forgot temporarily.
Temporarily.
I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name
Give me
is
both,
listed in
sister.
the court record. Just press tab to check it at any time, okay?
What the fuck is tab? Holy shit.
Okay, so I thought my
Oh my god,
turn
Window,
was
shut up.
No one believe I was
Cindy.
I didn't catch this. Cindy's autopsy report. Ooh, she died on the 31st of July.
Profiles.
Loss of
Yeah,
blood.
remember that.
Is it
R.
updated though?
Press R.
Remember
God
to check
damn
it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you.
Don't fuck it up again.
Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case?
Don't pick it, please.
Victim's name is Cindy Stone. I think.
That's a horrible name.
Yeah.
Correct.
It sounds like a superhero name.
Cindy.
Cindy
It's gotta be
Stone.
short for something.
Well, now tell me, what was the cause of the death?
She knows.
Blunt force trauma, blood loss.
Pheo, stop! You can't help her.
Yeah, we're supposed to not help her.
Well,
Well,
I mean,
struck
it's
once
Okay, so I
by a
could
blunt
help
object.
her on accident. Also, I like winning things.
Well,
Correct.
it's just cheating now.
But this stone got mine.
You've answered all my questions, some of them less properly than others, and for no reason why we shouldn't proceed.
Many reasons why we shouldn't proceed.
You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you.
Just
And I'm sure
better.
this will have no effect on your intelligence.
Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure.
Such a noob.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
You're such a
Well
college
then.
student.
First, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne?
Oh, finally. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object.
Yeah.
Answered the question correctly.
Would you explain to the court what that object was?
It was
Why do you have to
me.
phrase it like that?
It was me. Oh, the murder weapon was the statue of the stinker. It's a self-portrait.
Oh.
I see. The court accepts it into evidence.
A statue in the shape of a thinker. It's rather heavy. No shit.
That's a
Right. Be sure to pay
do
attention
you
to
hold
any
that?
evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. You can
What
check
about
the
this
court
gun?
record with your tab.
again.
So, okay, cool.
We already know to check the You can click tab to check the court record.
Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. That's you, Thumper. Oh.
Oh,
Wait,
no,
I'm
it's
not
not.
a witness. I'm the
Shit.
defendant.
Damn it, Thumper. The prosecution.
Why the hell are they
Prosecution.
classifying the defendant as a witness? Go on, Mr.
Because
Payne.
that's something you can do in
I
court.
mean, he did see the
Well,
murder.
I don't know
just
anything
he was
about
doing
court.
it.
You're allowed to call in the defendant to, like, have them testify. Did you do the crime or did you not?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but like,
And if
why
they're
did
like-
they have to say witness?
But then if they're like,
don't like the wording, let's move
I
on.
didn't do the crime,
Technically,
they did.
they were a witness to the crime, even if they haven't been proven guilty or not.
Whatever,
Anyway.
I don't like the wording. Let's move on.
Anyway, prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butz, to the stand.
I like a baby Ruth now.
Chief, what do I do now?
You should just leave because you don't know what you're doing, Phoenix.
Yeah.
This is why you need adults to tell you to turn over a paper.
Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance
Like
to respond
legally
to the
blonde,
prosecution
but
later.
not
Be
good.
ready.
What do you
Let's just
mean?
hope
This
he
is
doesn't
great.
say anything. Unfortunate.
Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. Be bad. Excited?
I think he's scared.
Excited?
Why would you be
Why do you
excited in court?
Why does all this unfortunate wording?
Yeah.
Mr. Butz, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you?
Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Anthony.
Both of those couples died.
Didn't they all die? Hey,
Oh,
that's what
no.
you said.
We're all gonna die. I wasn't dumb. Steve just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me. Ever.
Oh,
You were a
no.
stalker.
What's it to you anyway?
Oh no.
Who's I? Mr. Butz, what you describe is generally what we what we mean by dumb. I'm an old guy and I get that.
I'm a fucking bureaucrat.
In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men.
So she was in thought. I still loved her.
She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder.
Oh my
Okay, to
god.
be fair, that's fucked up.
Yeah, that's true.
What do you mean, just one of them?
That's doubly fucked up.
Lies! All of it lies! I don't believe a word of it! Your Honor?
The victim's passport. Y'all heard that, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. According to this, she was in Paris, Texas, until the day before she died. This is Arkansas. Damn it. You reckon?
Indeed. She appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way!
The victim was a model, which is why she dumped you. But did not have a large income.
Which is why she
Not
dumped
rid of a
you.
model.
It appears that she had several sugar daddies.
Oh
And
my.
one of them was me.
I was one of them.
I was one of them. That's what I said.
Daddies? Sugar? What a glucose guardian got to do with my girl?
How did
Yes.
this guy keep a straight face?
Older man like me who gave her money and gifts in exchange for services.
Gave
Her
a
services.
Lego.
She took her money and used it to support her lifestyle.
Dude!
We can clearly see what kind of woman this Mrs. Stone was.
A bit rude.
She was a thought. Tell me, Mr. Butz.
She blinked and she was the butt.
Shut up, I'm monologuing. What do you think of her now?
I hate women.
Right. I don't think you wanted to answer that question.
Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all one. Fucking Phoenix! Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions.
Give me
Oh,
lines.
you inherited that trait.
It makes me feel
Should
Give me
I?
lines.
Oh, what did
Not
he say?
from answering.
Yeah, stop him from answering. He just said I hate women or something.
No,
My
he
client
doesn't.
has no idea that
You see together.
my client had no idea the victim was seeing other men.
I love how Kandy became Irish.
Oh, that question is irrelevant to the case.
Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? I don't even know what that means. It's like 3 hours? That's she dog.
You mean bitch?
Breeds to
Larry!
what? I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? God, it's gonna be hard to read those auto ones.
Yeah.
I don't think I can change that.
No,
there's
that's
some
an
ones you
auto
can't
thing.
change.
Right, okay.
It's just an...
Yeah, like at the beginning, it was auto.
Yeah, but like the ones that happen auto, that's gonna be hard to read if this keeps acting up like this.
Oh, is it yours running behind?
Yeah.
Yeah, the stream's kind of fucky. It's like really
It's
glitchy.
Very
on my end.
glitchy.
Yeah.
Really
Yeah.
glitchy.
Okay, so it's not just me.
Oh yeah,
No,
no,
it's
it's all of us. So if the recording looks like ass,
That's why.
Right,
Yeah.
okay.
let's hope it doesn't do that.
Let's hope it only sounds like ass.
I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone.
Accused?
Yes.
Accused, yes,
Quite.
I said that.
She was the thought.
Oh boy, this is so not looking good.
Question! You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not?
Got the Damien.
I did not. Well, did you or did you not? Like I did not turn Scandinavian.
Well, maybe I did and maybe I didn't.
Motherfucker!
You have to say the truth and only the truth.
Do you know how lucky this guy is that he got the most suspicious guy in the world who actually did it? Oh, when...
Please do.
Make him answer honestly. Make him be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah.
What should I do? I know! I'll send him a signal! Hey! You fucking idiot!
Please,
Tell
fucking
me
idiot.
the
I'll
truth.
use my psychic powers! Tell the truth!
Yeah, I was there. I went. Order! Well, Mr. Butz? Dude, chill! She wasn't home, man, so, like, I didn't even see her.
Oh, that's what he sounds like, okay.
I forgot about that.
That's a nice transition to Theo's voice.
The defendant is lying!
Lying.
The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butz is lying.
How am I lying? I said I went! Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? Now this is you, Thumper.
It's
Yeah.
Phoenix, the man who found the body.
Me?
Just for making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime.
He was not really running.
He wasn't really running, he was sort of just strutting away. Order!
Whacking
Order!
off.
Order in the court!
Don't sound very old, Mr. Judge.
Shut up, Mr. Payne. The prosecution may call its witness. And stop being an asshole.
Yes, Your Honor. And yes, Your Honor.
Tis bad. I mean, lucky for you.
The day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sahwit.
Sahwit.
It's Sahwit.
It's Sahwit.
Because he
He's
saw
Frank Sahwit.
He's
He's Sahwit.
Frank Sahwit.
fucking hate this game.
Bring Mr. Frank Sahwit
I love
to
this
the
game.
stand. Sahwit.
Uh-huh.
He's
He's
Sahwit.
wearing purple.
It's him! It's him! It's the dodgiest motherfucker you'll ever see.
The dodgiest motherfucker you'll ever see. He's right here.
Yeah. Mr. Sahwit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct?
Are you sure they're
Welcome to
newspaper
Daddies.
descriptions?
Oh yes, newspapers, yes.
That's beautiful.
That was really good.
Mr. Sahwit, you may proceed with your testimony.
You don't know to lie.
Please, tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder.
Ooh, shit, I have to pay
Oh, this is
attention.
fun. Yes, you do. Mate, okay.
Yes, you do.
This is where you actually have to
You
do
have to,
things.
like, use your brain.
bitch. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment.
You're supposed to be
I thought he
Indian.
must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead.
He's actually pretty good at lying.
Yeah.
I quailed and frightened and found myself unable to go inside.
Wailed.
How do you know she was dead? Maybe she was just taking a nap in some ketchup.
She's
Yeah.
laying a pool of blood.
Ketchup.
But like, how do you know it was blood? It could have been ketchup.
Taste
It wasn't thick enough.
No, it wasn't thick enough.
I thought to call
I
the police immediately.
If she had so many sugar daddies, she could probably be a little thick, you know?
However, the phone in the apartment wasn't working.
Why wasn't it working?
I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time correctly. It was 1 p.m.
Great.
Well, I mean, you can't object to anything yet.
The man who ran inside was, without a doubt, the defendant standing right over there.
He just moves like he murdered someone.
Mama little weasel, yeah.
Like a pedophile.
He moves like a pedophile. Harry! Why didn't you tell the truth? You idiot.
I did!
Can't defend you against a testimony like that.
You could ask questions.
Payne, I probably could.
Oh, thank God
Why
the
wasn't
judge
the phone
asked
in the
my
victim's apartment
question.
working?
That's what I said. Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Was there?
Yeah. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Not in 2001, bitch. Oh, never
Wait,
mind.
you have batteries!
Yeah, unfortunately, we are in 2001.
Yes, Your Honor, we are in
Yeah, no.
2001, so they don't
Actually,
work.
no,
I mean, they
no,
do.
we're wrong. This game takes place in 2016. I want you to remember that every time you see a fucking flip phone.
Phone
This
and
is
a VHS
2016.
tape.
Oh
Well,
god.
we're in 2016. They are supposed to work. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. This stands a bullshit answer. The phone that Mr. Sahwit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal.
From noon to 6 p.m. So it does align with his time, because he said 1 p.m.
But
Yeah.
but that'll get a hole in it. That'll make a real big hole real fucking quick. Now,
Spoilers.
Mr. Wright.
Yes, yes, Your Honor?
Guys, what if I'm just stupid
my
and don't get
goodness.
this really easy case?
You're
No, we're not helping you, so you just have to be stupid.
Thing.
You may begin your
We'll
cross
help her. We'll help her if she's really stuck.
I'm
Yeah, if
helping.
it takes like,
examination.
it's taken like 10 minutes, we'll help you.
Oh god.
10 minutes.
Cross-examination, Your Honor? Why is it in red?
Alright, right.
Because he's
Because it's supposed to be the height of the murder.
This is it. The real deal.
What exactly am I supposed to do?
Why? You exposed the lies and the testimony the witness just gave.
Lies? What? He was lying? I didn't see anything in that could possibly be a lie.
Nothing in there at all.
Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must
No.
have lied in his testimony. Or are you that stupid to believe that your client is guilty? Look at that man. He is
Have
standing
you
on the
met
podium, wringing his hands.
Do not pass the bar?
How do I prove he's not?
How are you in here?
You hold the key.
How did you pass law school?
How did you pass the bar?
I did not pass the bar.
Which teacher did you
what's the bar
seduce to get
exam?
through law school? You hold the key.
At the
It's
bar,
in the
yeah.
evidence.
Was better than you on her first case, and it was also murder.
Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court's record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face.
Okay.
Open the court record and point out the contradictions in the testimony. Shit! Did I miss my chance? Shit!
Oh, you're fine.
You're
I
fine.
do find it
do I
funny
have to
There's no
reread
time
that
these?
you're voicing the character who's supposed to like know everything, and I'm supposed to be the character that doesn't know shit, even though.
Backwards.
Ow!
Is this am I gonna have to reread these?
Only if
We
you
won't
want
post.
to. It doesn't
we
really
won't
matter.
force
You can just skip through. No, whoa, 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 whoa.
Time for
Whoa,
deadline!
whoa, whoa.
1 p.m.
No, don't do something.
Whoa,
Don't do
whoa,
something stupid. We have
whoa.
look. No. Okay. I am gonna. That top bar in the corner. That's Phoenix's life. If he's wrong too many times, he has an aneurysm out of shame and dies, and we have to go back to the previous stage.
Yeah, no, dude. We have to
Talk
let
to
her loose.
She had to die
Phoenix,
between
I would
4
die
and 5, and he said he was there at 1.
Yeah, exactly. See, you're not.
You
You'll
have
be
to go
fine.
to the different thing, though.
This guy's fucking stupid.
I thought he was being hurt. Go. Like,
Yeah, you have to keep going to the. Keep going.
keep going.
And you have to find a statement that contradicts the evidence and present it on that.
Okay.
This whole case revolves around this man not realizing that 1 o'clock had already passed several hours ago.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Just
And also
what?
that he told her not that there was
Alright,
no blackout
right,
that he said was there in his
Hold it.
testimony.
1 p.m. You certain? That's fucking wrong.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
I mean, okay. Seems really confident.
I guess I'll back off.
I mean, I can't deny that sheer animal magnetism.
1 p.m. Right. Doesn't that seem strange to you? Present some evidence to contradiction. How?
Oh, I know it. Oh, I know what it is, but I can't
It's
tell
my
you.
attorney's badge.
Oh, it's the time of death.
Oh.
Yeah, time of death.
It's-
No, don't present that. Winston, Larry's mark.
I can't do
That's
that.
Harry. Yeah, just
Okay, now stuff the autopsy report in his face.
It has to be updated though.
Objection!
you found the body at 1 p.m. Sure.
Oh, Frank, I've ended your career.
Yeah,
Good thing.
yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain.
Yes.
No, frankly, I find that hard to believe.
Haha, funny pun.
How dare you make fun of my name like that?
Name's Frank's story. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report.
This is such a rookie mistake. Like,
Autopsy
what
notes
kind of
the
murder
time of
makes
death.
this mistake?
The autopsy knows the time of death at some time after or p.m. It's a different number. There was no body to... body to find at 1 p.m.
Damn, bro, you got the whole squad laughing.
How do you explain this 3-hour gap? You... Pilot famous.
And this is where it all falls apart.
Trivial. The witness merely forgot the time.
Then he's not reliable.
After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sahwit? Why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.?
Hey, are you the lawyer here?
Yes, I am.
Gee, that's a really good question.
Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot.
Had to
That's
take
all you have to
this
do.
case is so
Point
dumb.
out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one,
Mia
and their
is
whole
such a
story falls
lesbian
apart.
icon.
She is.
Who is? Oh wait.
I hope
what
they
is
don't
that
like
again?
her. Wait, I remember something. I remember now.
Oh, okay.
Would you care to give your testimony again?
Alright, I'm about
Oh yeah,
I've
no,
drunk-
you get a second go.
drunk too much.
Even though you blatantly fucking lied, after like doubled down on it, you get another go.
Welcome to the Japanese court system.
Except for Mia.
Hey, you see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television.
There was the
That's so
background.
dumb!
So
Literally-
fucking stupid!
Literally in his last testimony, this is a contradiction.
Literally
Oh.
went,
Oh, that was 3 hours off, isn't it?
Working in the case for a murder, like they could forget their entire testimony as soon as they hit a wall. If I were a murderer, I would be way more thorough.
I guess the victim on the tape program. Yes, that must be it, yeah.
Why not just say DVR like a normal fucking
video.
person?
She's watching a porno tape.
It was her own.
That's why she had her sugar daddies on. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Yes.
You're
I totally just lied their own.
You're a liar, Mr. Sahwit.
Oh
I
fuck, I
see.
forgot about the blackout.
You heard a voice saying the time on its program.
DVR.
in 2016.
Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. He's a lying hoe.
Right.
He's a lying fuck.
You know what to do.
Got this one. This one's fucking easy. He's stupid.
Just stuff that blackout report in his face. and just rub it right the hell in.
Just really smear it in there. See when you fucking bloody blood.
Here?
Yeah, you can do
it's
that there.
good.
Hold it!
No, don't press it. Present.
You sure it was a television and not
Oh God.
radio? Dumbass.
What? Well, no. I guess it might have been a radio.
Why the hell would a radio say the wrong
Why would
thing?
it be? Incidentally, there was no radio on the premises. My thing's a fucking idiot. There was only one large television for watching porn.
Did I do it wrong?
For
Right!
what?
I can't put
What?
my finger on
For
it.
watching and not
Something
editing?
about this seems fishy. Something about
You know
hearing.
You
exactly
probably
what
didn't watch last night.
the witness has testified to her the time.
And he's a lying hoe.
Yeah,
Hey.
I'm trying to line
So
up.
Give
go
me
back
evidence
to-
now.
Yeah, go back
Yeah,
to
go
the
to evidence.
one.
And present
Yeah, we know
it
this
as
one.
evidence.
Good ass motherfucker. Objection, bitch! Put
Objection,
it right
bitch.
there! But ho, the prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. And also, you said it earlier.
You absolute idiot!
Oh shit!
Oh,
You couldn't have heard a television or a video.
Because we're in 2016!
Why can't you play it?
Oh, Thumper died.
We're dying!
He just left the go.
he didn't die. Is everything okay?
Sorry about that. Sorry about that. My Discord glitched out there for a second. Alright. Well.
The defense has a point.
You're an idiot.
Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sahwit? You lying hoe?
No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite.
Sure you
Chat
do.
shit,
The
yeah.
man wears the purple.
Who's
Oh,
think that'd be
God.
like? Yeah, I don't understand it either. That's fucked up.
Wait, no, wait. I remember now.
Mr. Sahwit? Ho's mad? The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility.
Because you're a lying hoe.
That, and you
is-
seem rather distraught.
I just have Tourette's.
Apologize for your threat.
Freaking
My,
trial.
my apologies for my medical condition, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Oh, yes.
We found the body like 2 days ago.
And you're still shocked? Well, very well, Mr. Sahwit.
I have PTSD.
Let's hear your testimony once more, please.
This judge is very forgiving.
Oh yeah,
No,
no,
I'm
get used
not.
to this.
It's so
I'm
bad.
not.
Yeah,
I'm
get used
still-
to
I still
him.
know he's a lying hoe.
Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it.
Oh my god.
God.
I haven't through a retrograde yet.
There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to kill the
Oh my
victim.
god.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna punch
I'm
this
just digging
guy.
myself into a bigger hole now, aren't I?
Yeah, Mr. Sahwit.
Never
And
even
that-
said
That must
the
have been
murderer
what I saw.
wasn't you.
That's like that spot in the middle of his eyebrows, looking real nice place to punch.
That must have been what I saw.
Muslim? He Muslim?
That's Hindu with the dot
Yeah,
there, right?
Hindu.
You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it.
I hate this judge.
Oh, thank God you're an idiot.
The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Oh,
Judge stupid.
gladly. I
A little bit, yes.
so lucky that Phoenix met, like, his first case was just incredibly stupid man. Otherwise, like, you would probably have been shot.
Well, I mean, he's still kind of dumb because he needed a ghost to
now
like come
present
back
the
from the dead to like tell him
Don't
to
help
flip over
her.
a
It's
piece
funnier
of
to
paper.
make a
It's rather heavy.
objection. Me. Wait just a moment. Murder weapon wasn't a clock. Was this statue? Now, how is this supposed to be a clock?
Yeah, that like spike was hard. What? Yeah. With your objections and your evidence, what do you think you are?
I don't
Oh,
know.
he's mad.
Nope. Just answer the question, Mr. Sahwit. Stop.
What?
Hey, I saw it there, okay?
Well,
That's a clock!
Just then explain it, bad hoe.
You're in time.
Yes, Mr. Payne.
I'm in pain. And the witness stated this statue is indeed a clock.
You fucking kidding me?
oh yeah, no.
Oh, just
No.
you wait,
What is-
Exo.
I need
Just
to
you
know this.
wait.
Like,
The bullshit
this is
that
like-
makes
The next when they switch,
this is only the beginning.
you just
This is like-
tilted and then it says the time out loud. I'm not making this any better taste. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a test. My apologies. I'm a really bad lawyer too, so we're all bad lawyers here.
Everyone here's a bad lawyer.
No one here's the lawyer.
Except for Maya. Maya's the only good one.
Me
And
is
then
good.
fucking
Yeah.
died. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all.
But you look, they
Well,
the
Mr.
time
Wright?
from the clock again.
It appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock.
Oh,
There's the negative
motherfucker, no!
But you're supposed to hear the time from the clock.
Oh no, I don't have any problems with that. Actually,
Yes,
no.
yes, you have
I
many
do.
problems.
Because I know he's a fucking liar.
Father, there is a
He's a
gaping
liar.
hole in the witness's testimony.
A gaping hole, that's
Only
what
way
it's
he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. You didn't even have to press anything for that one. That was just given to you.
Thank
Sneaky
God.
shit.
Because I did not know what thing
The
was.
The
Oh,
wit.
God, really?
Oh, we're so fucked.
What?
This is gonna be painful.
It's not helping you. Yet the witness
Yeah,
testified that he
helping.
never entered the apartment.
He also testified that a TV was on during a blackout, and
And
he
then he
said,
was like, oh yeah, I heard it, but I saw it, but the clock doesn't show the time it says it. Clearly, a contradiction.
indeed.
This guy's clearly got something.
He's just old, okay?
Really fucking old.
Like, he doesn't know what a cell phone is.
He's around
The
there.
witness knew it was a clock, cause he
Went into
Went
the
to the apartment.
went into
No, no, no.
Tell me, motherfucker, you tell me, isn't it wrong that you knew the victim?
It's false.
Is it fact?
Fact.
Come on, this is the right option.
He's a lying hoe. Come on, let's
He's
get this
frank with us,
separated.
Mr. Sahwit. Sahwit.
You another public his name.
Frank? I'm always Frank.
Fuck
Oh
you.
my God. Stronger. If I may be frank with yourself, we have complete records of victims' relationships.
How the hell
That's
do
not
you
creepy at all.
know?
That's a little creepy.
What did you go through a contract?
See, I'm one of her sugar daddies, and I want to keep track of all of them. Mr. Frank Sahwit does not appear anywhere. Because Frank Sahwit is
Oh, really? It must be the other option out of the two.
Please, Mr. Wright, is Ha the best? answer out, but you're wrong, ass.
XO.
There are cases in this game that are
every time
hard.
you choose an obviously wrong answer, Exos, we're gonna mercilessly beat you. Try to remember moving
Games that are hard.
the future.
You know how Harry Potter means we praise you for your voice? Yeah, we're gonna berate you for your choices here.
Your silky smooth British accent to save you this time. You're just stupid. Okay, yes, Your Honor. Let me think this over. Guys, what do we think?
I picked the right option this time.
Witness knew it was a clock because he knew the victim.
You're lying.
You're lying. Witness
You are
knew it was a
lying,
clock
Cole.
because you're lying. We're inside the apartment of the day on the day of the murder.
Oh yeah? Prove it! Prove I went in there!
You're being very defensive for someone who is innocent.
I'll do better than
I lost
that.
my voice.
I can prove you're the one who killed her. In case none of you motherfuckers had already figured it out.
Because we're all stupid.
Or else, I mean, apparently, you... Exo, okay, listen closely. This is what happened, alright? You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard!
Also, I just realized our two defense attorneys are British.
Bullshit.
I don't know why that's just registering to me now. But order!
And we're in Japan right now.
Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Interesting.
Yes, Your Honor. Oh. Saw it. I've drawn this real quick. Do you like it?
Lovely picture.
It's you
that's a nice
murdering
picture.
her. The sound must have left quite an impression on you.
Do you take commissions?
Make sure that it was an artist.
Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. A voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. Doesn't make sense, but we're gonna go with it.
Yeah.
What's the meaning of this? That's my objection. This is all baseless conjecture.
No, it's not!
I assure you, it's quite based. Useless?
It's all about that base to no trouble right now.
Yeah.
Just look at the witness's face.
Yes, so we're going to acknowledge that.
Perjury. Can you
Has no one
follow
noticed how, like, nifty this motherfucker is?
Would the witness care to elaborate on why it sounds like he's being exercised? Did you strike the victim with the clock?
I never... Look, the clock, no, I mean, I saw...
What the heck?
Wig! Literal wig!
I hate you!
He threw the wig in his face!
It's a literal wig snatch!
Nick is like, wig, okay.
Wig
Nick is like,
snatch.
wig,
Yeah,
okay.
definitely.
Oh,
God,
gosh.
this is a literal wig snatch!
It was him! I tell you, I saw him! He killed her, and he said, burn! Burn! Give him death!
Oh my god.
It's a good point.
As all the jury members
Order!
were saying,
Order in the court, I say!
you clones. Your Honor, a moment, please. Swim. There isn't a shred of evidence to support the defense's claims. There's a lot of evidence supporting
Mr. Wright, please shut this man off.
Your Honor, that...
You claim the sound of the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence?
Yes! whole case is riding on this. Better think it through carefully, XO.
XO.
Think carefully.
One piece of evidence we haven't yet used.
Yes.
How is that relevant?
Because think about it, she
They
was
came from Paris, so it's like a different time zone. It's like,
Yeah, but
oh,
like,
it's 3 hours off.
the exact thing that we're writing this entire recording session on.
Your Honor, Sound Mr. Star Hope is definitely this clock. But to just clear if you simply
Try sounding me again.
name the clock. Oh yeah, I didn't realize. Okay, I shouldn't have said that so soon. You really shouldn't have said that so soon.
that was a little bit of a jump gun point, wasn't it?
But it's case 1. Who gives a fuck? I mean,
Yeah.
It's like that's why, like, wait, I don't think the Paris yet.
let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Honor, I have the clock. She's right.
Get my fingerprints all over it.
Ask the court to listen very carefully.
Quiet time.
Now prepare for some Phoenix Wright. Clock ASMR.
Okay.
Clock.
Just beep. I think it's 8:25. That was certainly a strange way to announce the.
Oh, he is the thinker after all.
And I only did it, and I only said it because Larry later says that he voiced the clock. So we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright?
The time is wrong.
Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now?
It's 11:25. Oh my god, it's 3 hours backwards!
Automatic.
I'm a very southern gentleman!
As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between Mr. Sword Herd and the actual time of death.
How is this guy innocent? He literally threw his hair.
He's not.
He literally threw his hair.
He literally has,
one of the lawyers. He's not innocent.
like, he's, like, this is literally a wig snatch moment.
Yeah.
He snatched his own wig!
Wig thrown.
Wig flung.
Wig fucked.
Wait, so
Wig snatched and flung.
Try to talk your way out of this one.
Is he about to vomit?
Why do you sound like you're dry leaving?
He's almost
you
close.
forgot one thing!
I think the spirit of John Packard is trying to possess
What's he
him.
talking about now?
Motive?
Wow.
Well, it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow. It proves nothing.
Oh, fuck you.
Fuck it, it proves everything.
I am pulling things
Why
out of my ass at such velocity. How do you know it's running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder?
Because I can time travel!
If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. I don't know how that's wrong, but there you go.
I feel like I still have a case, even if I can't prove this.
Witness's apartment. How
Never mind.
how would it
Why-
ever get the chance to go
How am I
3
ever
hours
gonna
backwards?
prove this series of events to be true?
I just like threw my
Oh, sorry.
head and stabbed me in the hand.
It's so close.
Why are you close? Mr. Wright. It seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Nothing that has happened before
3 hours
this
backwards.
can help you prove this witness guilty.
Oh! I mean, yes, Your Honor. Yes.
This means that I cannot let you, the witness, nothing
night.
happened before this
Oh, like,
has,
you can
like,
still
will
let me
clearly
do
not
that.
put this witness in jail. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Ms. Frank
perjury.
Sahwit. And you're watching Disney Channel.
I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happened.
Wait, I feel like you're gonna get
Wig
some
snatch,
evidence.
that's what happened.
You treat them like a criminal. A criminal.
10 minutes on the bus. Okay.
Reveal you're from Paris.
You lawyers are all slime, especially
My
you,
lawyer.
Mr. Payne.
I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you.
Failed you, Lord.
It's like you get the electric chair. And there's nothing I can do about it now.
Sorry, Alex. Sorry,
You
Larry.
get beat by the
You'll just
same
have to take
statute.
an L on
Wait.
this one.
You're gonna get beaten to death with
Sorry,
the
Larry.
Quiet talk.
You know what they say? Lucky in love, lucky in law.
Not so fast, Mr. Sahwit.
Dramatic music.
Yeah, I'm chief.
Listen up, Wright.
Okay.
Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think.
Chief, it's over. Can't prove the clock was sold the day of the murder.
You understand who would
Nobody can prove that. It's impossible.
There's
Well,
literally nothing that can do that.
That doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time
Okay,
doubting
bullshit.
facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right?
Because she was on a plane.
Come on, EXO, you can do this. I believe in you.
Can you think
Now
of
this
a
is where
reason
you pull out
as
the
to why the clock
passport.
could be 3 hours slow? Yes!
Oh,
No!
No.
Great job!
Kandy?
Kandy?
I can prove it. Maybe I
Kandy?
can prove it. I'm trying to do it. Irish accent for Kandy.
I think your audio is
Maybe I can prove it. Yeah, I believe
Maybe I
it's
can
back
prove it.
Oh, there we go.
on. What? Hello. It's
Hello.
fucking stupid thing didn't work. Maybe I can prove it.
You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it. and
My
let's
lawyer's
prove it.
badge.
She was on a plane, so the clock was slow.
Well, Mr. Wright,
I'm letting you do this even though cross-examination is over.
you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder.
Prove it,
Have you,
bitch.
have you found evidence to support this claim?
No. I mean, yes. I mean, of course, Your Honor. Is a piece of record. For fucker. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Sorry about calling you rude names. I'm just very nervous.
Tough words. Let's see if
Maybe you
you
can
this one out.
Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow.
I'd like
Attorney's
to give
back.
you my badge.
EXO, come on.
It's the
Come on,
Come on,
clock.
EXO.
It's too obvious.
Yes.
Take that!
That!
Got it right! Victim just returned home from abroad the day before the murder.
I think I'm like wanting to voice everyone.
We all know the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours.
Why
I
do you
didn't know
know
that.
Well, I mean, where are we? It's like Japanifornia, right?
Yeah, Japanifornia. And it's 4 p.m. here. It's 1 a.m. the next day there.
Time zone!
Clock wasn't 3 hours slow. It was 9 hours fast. You. Victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sahwit. just gonna be like, oh, should
Oh
I
my
say, Mr. Idiot?
Time to uninstall.
Love
Should I
this
say,
time.
Mr.
I'm going to kill
Murdered
Pheo.
her?
Oh my god!
Seizure.
Oh my god!
He just died!
He had a seizure.
Oh, order! Order, I say! The witness just had a fucking stroke!
Just died!
Someone give him a wooden spoon!
Well... This case has certainly turned out differently than expected.
Witnesses don't usually die.
Mr. Payne, your witness?
He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor, even though we never gotten a confession out of him because he was fucking dead.
Very well. Well, I guess you don't need a confession when you have a stroke. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor?
I have to say, I'm impressed.
They shouldn't be.
Insubordination.
I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly.
I think this is that thing where
And
favoritism.
find the true culprit at the same time.
It really
Favoritism.
reminds me of like a parent congratulating a kid for doing like a 10-piece jigsaw.
Literally.
Yeah.
Thank you, Your Honor. I did it all by myself.
Mia definitely didn't
At
help.
this point, this is only a formality, but... This court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butz,
Guilty.
not guilty.
Ah.
Dab, dab, dab. I might have been.
God damn it. And with that, this court is adjourned.
We did it, guys. We did it.
He only had 2 mistakes.
So, when is a court
When were
not
the
a court?
mistakes? There are so many. I could count so many.
When is a court not a court?
The puns were mistakes.
When it's adjourned. Turns
I
out
say
Frank Garrett was a
the
common
first
burglar.
mistake was saying that he was a defendant.
Yeah. And then we said that, yeah, it was like, oh, you knew the victim, didn't you? And it was like, no,
You
no,
were a
fucking
sugar
didn't.
daddy.
Oh yeah,
that was
but
funny.
those are all Exo's fault. I was talking about a lot of
we're all
together.
fucking smart.
No, I was talking about XOs.
Salesman.
I'm keeping a tally of her mistakes.
Yeah, that's two.
Oh my god.
Posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, Larry went to her apartment. Victim wasn't home. After he left, the Sahwit let himself in to do his dirty work. Look in that
That
motherfucker.
hair is awful.
Yeah, as well. While he was searching her place, the victim returned.
I mean, her entire fashion sense is awful.
Bastard. The Sahwit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. Look, it's the scene from the opening. No neighbors saw any of this happen, by the way.
All the heard
Or
I
you
do
know,
know
just
how
heard
his first
or, you know,
instinct
just
is
heard
to murder.
Just hear a suspicious clunk and then thump.
Still can't believe we won.
Right.
So it was really fucking stupid.
Good job in there. Kind of. Congratulations. Kind of.
Wait, doesn't he die in the next one?
Thanks, Chief.
Yes.
I owe it all to you.
Not at all. Not at
In
all.
fact, I think she gets killed at the end of this.
You fought
They're
your own
killing the
battles.
lesbian!
It's been a while since
Killing
I've
the
seen a
lesbian
trial
icon.
end on such a satisfying note.
I can't believe Ace Attorney buried their gays.
I've never seen the Chief looking this happy.
She got a gaze.
Did get a date.
She's going home to see Lana, but that's never gonna happen, and we all know.
She's this glad. Imagine how Larry must feel. Cue comedic timing.
He's gonna cry.
My life is over!
Line landed. Thanks, Larry. Larry? You're supposed to be happy, you depressed fuck. What's wrong now?
He just reminded me of Harry Potter.
You know I don't have depression, it's just anxiety!
Oh.
Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone
Oh my
too.
god.
Oh, Jesus.
God.
Oh,
Hey,
I
to be
just
fair-
realized.
No, to be fair, Phoenix Wright canonically hates people with depression.
Oh.
I just
What?
realized. Larry
Hey.
called Phoenix Nick because
Yeah.
Phoenix.
Yeah,
You just
Nick.
noticed that?
I'm an idiot.
Oh.
And
Oh.
also, my nickname is Pheo because my name is Phoenix. So
Oh
it's like,
yeah.
Yeah.
I
Good.
just
Dumb
people
nicknames
call
all
me Oh
around.
No because I just call
Yeah.
myself Oh No.
No.
oh no!
To be fair. No.
Good. Wait, no.
And that's why
Bad.
and that's why
Bad.
the-
Bad.
Like, and that's why Oh No by the Marina and the Diamonds are my favorite song and like my national anthem or whatever. I think that's how it
But the
goes.
national anthem of country that is you. Harry, you're innocent. Case is closed.
But my Cindy Windy's gone, man. Gone forever.
Cindy Windy.
Harry, she was a.
Stop.
Never mind. This is like a 12. We can't go there.
She was a 10th time in Hussy.
Congratulations, Harry.
Harry Potter.
Harry, we're not reading Harry Potter today.
Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butz, innocent.
Oh my god.
Really playing up that
I
ego.
really owe you one, but we still do those on Saturdays. I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat.
Oh my god.
Oh no, I'm gay. I couldn't.
And also
Yeah.
Larry's a simp. I
Ew.
forget that.
Hey, I was the one who's gay. I got you off the hook.
Who knows dating this broad?
Oh, hey.
Phoenix is confirmed.
Here, take this. It's a present.
It's a murder weapon.
It's a murder. Larry!
Me?
Motherfucker!
Wait,
I do
Wasn't
not
this the
want
evidence
this!
that
How did you get this?
Actually, I made this clock for her.
Did you break into the police department?
I made one for her and one for me.
really?
Think of it as a memoir.
You made this?
And also a really
It's-
bad omen.
Hey, like,
Larry
how,
has
really impressive.
talent.
Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a
Technically, Jim.
memento.
And it's an exact...
Before I die.
Yo, Nick. So about my depression, can you believe it? I was so into that chick. She was like a 13 time in Hussy.
Harry, do you want to
And
talk?
she just was playing me for a fool.
Worried about you, man.
Don't that just make you want to cry?
Where is the sobbing though?
Harry!
Are you so sure? This guy.
Excuse me?
I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way.
Nah, you wouldn't you don't gotta sympathize me, it's okay.
Oh, I'm not just sympathising, really. I'm a lawyer, so I have low psychopathy, so I don't really sympathise. Isn't that right, Wright? Don't you have something to show your friends?
Yeah, no, it's good. Second I passed the bar exam, all my emotions just
Exactly.
went
Go
away.
away.
Something that proves how she felt about it?
No one tell her. No one tell her.
Oh,
So
but
you're
I
on
want to
your own.
tell her because I want her to
On
get
your
away
own.
because it's nice.
No. Okay,
I'll tell
Well,
tell us what you
Because
think
I-
it is first, and we'll tell you if you're right or wrong. Huh? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
right. I have this. The heck is she talking about? What do you
So-
think it is?
The item, the statue.
Yes.
No, whoa!
The statue was
Thea,
correct.
let her answer it!
No! It was
It
the
was the
blackout.
statue.
It's the
it
blackout
is.
report, obviously, because
Yeah.
no, it's not.
It was,
Check this out, Larry. This killed her. Proof positive you weren't
It still has her brain matter on it.
the thing that took your girlfriend away from this world. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Why do I have this?
Why do I have
Don't
this?
worry about that clock.
You stole all the evidence.
This is the clock you made for her, Larry. She took it with her when she traveled.
Whatever, she probably needed a clock, that's all. Because we need clocks in 2016.
think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. And you got like an iPhone or something. Surely. Well, make of it what you will.
Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer.
Did you ask?
I really am. Thanks.
Gonna pay me?
Nope.
Fuck. That made him
Give
feel
your clock, dude.
a little better.
That's what I think. I mean,
This is functionally worthless.
Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realise things have changed depending on how you look at them. People too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent.
oh my god.
All we can do is believe them.
I'm about to die, Mom.
Oh my god, that's like
You have to believe in yourself. Right.
this monologue is one big death flag.
Listen, learn, grow
Those are
strong.
the worst.
Never let go of what you believe in. Never.
Don't let me go.
That monologue is one big death flag. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
well, thanks guys.
Well-
Roll the game, why don't you?
I think our work here is done. Shall we be off?
Yeah, I guess so.
Say, how about dinner? On me. We'll drink a toast to innocent
Okay.
Butz.
Yeah. And let's not invite him though. Fuck that guy.
Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part
Still
of why you
Saturdays.
became a lawyer was because of him.
Yeah, at least.
You'll have to tell him more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? Is she...
Even though I'm a lesbian.
I mean, everyone's bisexual. So, the first
The
trial...
multi-shipper mentality.
I mean, hell yeah. Larry slapped me on the back and said,
Gee, Nick,
Gee,
it's
Nick,
good
oh,
to have
sorry.
friends.
and he didn't pay me.
And I still won't fucking pay you.
I'm pretty sure he's not gonna pay us. That bastard! Unless you count the clock he gave Mia.
Mia deserves all the pay.
A little money. Street. Didn't know it then. That clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident.
Fucking Larry.
Because
Oh my
of course
god,
it
Barry
is.
killed Mia.
And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep.
Aw, yeah.
The end.
Yeah. Oh, so that was Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll have to think of something else to do now.
That took an hour and a half. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Oh wait, it was an hour and a half?
These cases are... this
This case was...
That was the shortest case.
That's the shortest case in the entire
that's like-
freaking game. Are we really dicking
like
around
the shortest
that
case in the
much?
franchise. Gonna be here for a while. It's like... Yeah,
This will be
kind
Harry
of
Potter.
is-
This will be the new Harry Potter. We don't need to
Oh, okay, yeah.
Wait!
What? Did you save? Did you save?
Yeah. How do I just leave?
Oh yeah, then exit out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Can I do that?
What?
Or do I just...
Yeah, are you trying to
Oh,
escape?
this is
Yeah, I'm
spoilers!
pressing escape right now.
Oh, this is Maya.
Oh,
I'm a
Maya
character you
has
haven't met
Winston.
yet.
Hey, Maya.
I'm never
Like, you know
voicing
what?
Phoenix
What do you
Wright again.
think? You know what?
Mina, what the hell? You haven't told me a while.
I'm gonna
Mina.
close it down then.
Yeah.
Just Alt F4
Yeah,
that
you
shit.
saved.
There we
We'll
go.
live.
Oh,
It has saved, and now I'm going to stop the recording.